Wow. I looked out over this entire room, and here you are. So very wonderful. Now, to President Thompson, to the New York State Assembly Speaker, Mr. Hasty, to the faculty of the Metropolitan College of New York, and on a point of privilege, let me say hello to my friend, and actually my benefactor, because it's because of him that I speak to you today, Dean Humphrey Crookendale. I'd also like to say thank you to your Chief Development Officer, Ms. Beth Dunphy, who was so very kind and courteous in making sure that I got to be your speaker. But I would be remiss if I didn't just say hello to Miss Wendy Cohen, the daughter of Audrey Cohen, the individual who had a vision for this institution. And so I met Wendy, and I was tremendously impressed by her continued commitment to her mother's work and to your education. Thank you, Wendy. Graduates, you have done it. I'm told I'm to be your keynote speaker, but I don't intend keeping you here for long. At your commencement, you have a couple of C's, and I just want to leave a couple with you, because this commitment means that you are commencing a new chapter in your lives. But this week, I did something that I now think was quite amazing. I got to spend the time with President Thompson and Dean Crookendale and Ms. Dunphy at your school. And I got a chance to talk about you. I wanted to know about this graduation class that I was going to be speaking to. And I found out that in your class, you have associate's degrees, you have master's degrees, and you have bachelor's degrees. But more significantly, I found out that here were people who have overcome quite a lot of life challenges, because you have jobs, you have children, you have a community, and yet you had the commitment to pursue an education. And I am so very proud of you. And I want to say something to you. When I talk about C's, you know, one of the first C's is the fact that you had choices. You came to crossroads in your lives, and you realized the position that you had to take, and you took it. But now that you've graduated, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go out and mentor someone else. I want you to give back to your community. Because, you know, you may think that what you have to do is so insignificant, but it's not. I was telling someone recently, I stand here before you as a judge from an experience on my mother's knee. When I was growing up, I'm not going to tell you what time it was. In my mother's house, we didn't have a television set, but we had a radio. And on that radio, every day, there was a program where there was a female attorney. And she was the only female attorney, and she won her cases with all the men. And at 8 years old, this little girl said to her mother, "That's what I want to become. I want to become a lawyer." And so a career was shaped in that small way. And so when I say to you to make sure that you go out and give back, I say that to you because the things that you think are insignificant are so very important to someone else. And then I want you to remember that it takes a village to raise a child is not just a cliche. You have a responsibility to care about and to be responsible for each other. And that means all those young children around you that are growing up you have a responsibility to make them sit where you sit. Because I told someone a while ago that my goal is to make sure that every young child knows that that child can sit where I sit rather than stand in front of a judge in handcuffs. And so I look at what Nelson Mandela said, and I say, as you let your own light shine, you unconsciously give other people the same light. So, class of 2015, you didn't get here without the assistance of your family and your friends and those people who care about you. So I want you to applaud them, and I congratulate you on your achievements, and I wish you Godspeed as you continue in this venture.